got a lot of spinning tops in my collection, and a fair rarity amongst it still are the magnetic ones. There's an example of one with a snake, which I'll perform in a minute. There's a magnet there somewhere. Perhaps the old spindle was made of magnets, and the rest of it's plastic. That's the oldest one in my collection, in fact, from about 40 years ago. I'll show that first, and then the other one's here, and I've got one on off camera, which I'll show. All it does is you set the thing spinning like that, and you put the snake there. I'll put it back to here. There we are. So it works actually quite well, considering how old that one is. It's lasted very, very well. Unlike my rubber toys, which all perish, etc., etc., the spinning tops and the metal they come with are actually doing very well, I think. This is one that came out a few years later to show that they like to show things other than snakes going back and forward. These are made of metal, and it's magnetic, so it picks it up. There's a magnet in here. This is interesting because it's all Escher. It's a great homage to Escher. Lots of pictures which I recognize from him. And the idea is to put it on the table and then spin like that. So I'll take it spinning a bit faster than that, actually. We are, that's better. And sometimes we can get them both to go in, but sometimes they start jamming. Well, that's not bad. Yeah, I'll do it again and see if I can get them from opposite sides. There. I can get 2 or 3 snakes sometimes going, but these ones are just not so good. It's the artwork which appeals to me, and also the top itself being a nice cone-shaped one is very nice. But to have so much Escher crammed into it is astonishing. But it's a magnetic top, so it's going into the pile. The next one is one I've actually shown fairly recently, but I'm so proud of it, I might as well just show it again. This is one that I made myself from Professor Sakai's work on how to make a spinning top from a paperclip. What I've done here, if I can bring it up to the camera, is, can you see that thing flashing just there? That is a bit of gold. It's a tiny little gold cube made of neodymium iron boron, so a very fierce magnet. And it's affecting the whole of the wire here, making it magnetized. And then you can show that by having, well, this is just a piece of a paperclip's been cut up and turned into a coil. So we'll make that perform, shall we? Set it spinning. Oops, there's it. It's okay, it is. Oops, it's thrown off. Let's try this one. That's the odd thing about this, because it's made of wire, it sometimes prefers to. Let's see, yes, there we are. It's going up and down the thing. What happened to my other one? It disappeared. Anyway, the idea is to make your own magnetic spinning top just using a paperclip, but you do need to get hold of a tiny little neodymium magnet if you can manage it. The last one to show you is taking the whole idea inside out. This is a particularly nice version of it. So in these other ones, you've got a spinning top moving roughly staying where it is, and something is moving around it. This is completely the opposite, and there's quite a number of these toys in the market, which you've probably come across. I'll take it out of the package first. And this time it's magnetic again, and it's a spinning top, which is doing the moving, and it's going around a frame. Very nicely too. And what's particularly nice about this version of it, it's called a whirlo, they call it, is it works in the packaging. Now, I've seen a lot of try-me type packages before, but this I think is the most spectacular because it really does work. They made a beautiful blister space inside it to exactly match the spinner. And with any luck, yes, look, it actually works inside. Give it a bit of a shake. That goes. It's got a slight catch just there. I'm not sure why. But there's a catching there on that corner. But when I've got the packaging in the right place, you'll find out it goes round and round and round and round, all within the packaging, which is an amazing achievement for marketing, because that means that it sits on the rack, waiting for children to pick it up, and they can play with it first before they take it out, and it doesn't harm the top or anything. It's a perfect way of marketing it. So it's nice to see something as advanced as that just done for the humble spinning top. But these are magnetic spinning tops, so something rather special in that, I think, don't you?